Hey folks, this is Shane, and thanks for checking out this next installment in our Ham Radio 101 for the Prepared series. This video we're going to talk about setting up your handheld. We'll use the old Baofeng UV5R for the example for this video. Probably the most popular radio out there. It's also probably the most liked and disliked radio that's ever existed. But enough about that. You have your radio, and doesn't matter what brand radio or model radio you get, out of the box, they're pretty much ready to go in the field. Although I do highly recommend you get 3 things squared away to get the most out of the radio and to make your life a little bit easier. First is making your life a little bit easier as far as programming the things. In the case for the Baofeng, it doesn't come with a programming cable, so the first thing I would get for the radio, in fact I would order this when I order the radio, is the programming cable. Now with the Baofeng you can get Chirp software. It's a free software you can download off the internet. You get that, you sync it with your radio, and you can program it very, very simply from your computer. Get all the menu settings the way you want, get it so it beeps or doesn't beep when you want. All that kind of stuff can be done in a very simple format. Not to mention, you can download from Repeater Book all the repeaters in a given area that you decide, and it'll populate the memory settings the way you want to, and all the offset frequencies, the tones, everything's already there. You don't have to do any setting yourself. It makes life super, super easy. And but with that said, on any radio, I would make sure that you know how to do some of the basic functions of the radio without using the computer programming software, especially being able to program a repeater in by hand. That would be a good skill to have. Well, as far as the programming software goes, I mentioned Chirp. It's a free software that works with most radios. Many radios will have a free software from the manufacturer that you can download that's specific for that model of radio. And then also there's other third-party sources such as RT Systems that will have radio-specific software. Use whatever you feel like is the best choice for you. Alright, the next thing I would get set up right away would be a spare battery. Get a battery that's for your radio that you can switch out in the field, so when you run out of power, bam, you're back in business. You don't have to go and recharge it or anything. You can keep on keeping on with your radio. Now besides a spare battery, I would definitely have ways to recharge in the field, whether it's DC cables to connect to your vehicle or a spare battery or what have you. And then the third thing that I would get with the radio, if at all possible, or immediately after you get the radio, is a replacement to the rubber duck antenna. Now the antennas that come with the handhelds, they're marginal at best. It's highly recommended that you upgrade to an aftermarket antenna. There's lots of options, but get something solid. It'll help you transmit much further and get a much better signal received as well. So to sum up, get the programming software and cable if needed so you can program your radio from your computer, get a spare battery, and get a better antenna. And once you get that, you're ready to rock and or roll. Thank you for taking the time to watch this Scout 7.5 video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya! But first off,